some great guards going head-to-head in this one. Brent, what will you keep your eye on in that matchup?
Well, Kevin, you're pointing out the guard play, so this is when they have a chance to go one-on-one. Which of these tandems can stand out against the other? Tons of pick and roll, tons of creativity, and we'll see which of these guys can pair off tonight to win this contest.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. The post pair for them. It's Green and Looney. Stephen Curry's out there with Peyton, and it's Butler in at the small forward. And here's Giannis from outside. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss. Outside Curry. Fires the three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That's his first foul. Personal foul. First team foul. Knocked away. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Curry.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
Here's Lillard. Puts up a deep three. The long distance three is buried.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
And when you look at the career of Kyle Kuzma, he has played, Brent, various roles.
Yeah, Kevin, different spots and different things that have been asked of him by different coaches in different systems. So, six-man, spot-up shooter, go-to scorer. It speaks a lot to his adaptability. Hopefully he'll settle in and become the player that he knows confidently he is.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Looney. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, Looney continues to work on trying to find ways to stretch out his game. That jumper helps.
Lillard misses. Golden State's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Green in the post. Giannis is there. Back to Curry. The tray. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Doc Rivers gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about a lot of things, including how to try and slow down Steph Curry. He said it's the usual stuff. You can't go under screens. You have to contest without fouling. You have to recognize he will put the ball on the floor and drive if you overplay him. That's a lot to account for, guys.
Thank you, David. And here's Trent after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lopez with the steal. Giannis passes to Lopez. That one's off. Still out of sync. Warriors leading by 3. Greg, everything they're doing is working right now.
Good run they have going right now. The momentum is huge.
And here's Trent outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Trent's got 6.
What a feed from Kuzma. I like it when he finds the open man, and so do they.
Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Bucks. Out left to the wing. It's stolen by Curry. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. And Green gets it to go.
It feels like Steph doesn't even have to look. He just knows where his teammates are.
The Bucks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry can't get it to go.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Green, great positioning on the putback.
Well, Draymond doesn't just come down with the rebound. He goes right back up aggressively to score.
Lillard, bounce pass. Trent passes to Lopez. Antetokounmpo kicks to Lillard. Fires top of the key. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. He's got 7.
Well, that's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. Green driving to the basket. The kick outside to Butler. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, when Butler's this focused, defenders, beware.
Now here's Lillard. From deep. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Gary Trent Jr. He's feeling it tonight. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Kevin Porter. Portis is out there with Green. Then there's Prince. And it's Sims in at the center position. Now here's Prince. Green finds Portis. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Back to Green. Fires the 3. The rebound by Hield.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Sinks the three-pointer.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Porter dishes to Green. Portis inside the three-point line. Over to the wing. It's stolen by Kuminga. Now the Warriors moving it up. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Prince from deep three-point land. Buries it from three-point range.
A good timing on that shot as Prince got himself into a good space before knocking that jumper down.
Post misses the shot. Bucks leading by 3. From deep, Green. And Moody pulls it down. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
Now Porter, after the missed 3 from Buddy Hield. Prince wide open. Bangs home the trifecta. Prince has got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
Wow, Prince has a little daylight, and that shot looked true.
Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Spencer's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And how about Porter Jr.'s court awareness? Excellent job finding the open man with the pass.
Here's Post. Another 3 for Golden State.
It does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Bucks are still trying to perfect their chemistry. Bobby Portis says things take time. You've got to keep continuing to build it. There's another level Dame and Giannis can get to, just making it clockwork. Them continuing to get better at it opens the floor for everyone else on the court. Kevin?
Well, David, with those 2 guys, Dame and Giannis, it opens the floor up a lot. Hey, thanks for the report. And so here is Golden State after Torrey and Prince hitting the 3. Hield from outside. The shot will not fall. Bucks leading by 6. Prince in the corner. Here's Portis. Good, and a nice assist from Prince.
Getting inside and letting Portis do his work. He attacked the bucket that time.
Out to the right wing. Here's Post. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Post has got his second basket of the night.
That's pretty unselfish there. He sees that there's a better shot on the perimeter and bang, just kicks it out.
Kicks it out to Prince. Portis, the pass to Prince. Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Portis with it. Kuminga picks him up. Here's Sims. Makes it off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 8.
Yeah, it feels like Portis was communicating before he even set that one up. That's a great look.
Pass to post. Sims with the rebound. Sims has got 4 rebounds in this game. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and the wide open shot from Green. Drills the three-pointer. And now an 11-point Bucks lead.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Post misses the shot. Portis drives in. And here's Prince outside. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Milwaukee. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're shooting the... All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Fans, please direct your attention to the center court and get ready for the half-court shot.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, it is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. The post pair for him. It's Green and Looney. Gary Payton II is out there at Curry. And it's Butler in at the 3.
How about the quickness on the drive from Curry? The moment he finds his opening, that guy is off to the races.
And Lillard kicks to Trent. Back to Lillard. Trent finds Lillard. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Back to Giannis. Let's go. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Lillard from outside. Warriors with the rebound. Hey, GA, how about Damian Lillard's time in Portland? 11 magnificent years.
I mean, Kevin, arguably the best trailblazer of all time. Rookie of the year, then 7 All-Star appearances. Dame will always be a legend in the Rose City.
Here's Trent following the basket by Stephen Curry. Trent, right side. Lopez sets a screen for Lillard. Kuzma outside. Drives to the hoop, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And the Bucks lead by 9.
Yeah, no way you're stopping Kuzma from finishing off that one.
And here's Green outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. Green's got 9 points.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
And Lillard gets it to go.
And you see how comfortable Lillard is once he gets inside. Very patient.
Green against Antetokounmpo. Payton right side. Now here's Looney. Defended by Trent. No good from Payton.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Lillard finds Antetokounmpo. On deep, Trent. Good on the triple. And it's an 11-point Bucks lead.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
A new lineup here for the Bucks. 1:52 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Podziemski. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of that.
Here's Santos. And the Warriors miss again. Fast break, Milwaukee. Prince, that's for 2. It's stolen by Kuminga. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And Kuminga throws it down.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Prince's shot is good.
And when he's spotted up like that, Taurean Prince, those percentages go up. Very comfortable on that one.
Healed with it. Now Green defending. Here's Santos. And it's off from three-point range. And Brandon Podziemski gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. Porter dishes to Prince. Outside Portis. Left side Porter. Clock at 6. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. They get it back. They kick it out to Green. Here's Prince. 11 points in the game. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Second team foul.
He misses the free throw.
The Warriors. Santos taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. 9 seconds left in the third quarter. That's tipped. Healed from outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks in control with it. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Warriors trail by 9. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. We've got Bobby Portis. Kevin Porter is out there with Prince. Then it's Green, and it's Sims, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Porter looking it over. Five on the clock. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
That's a shot he's going to bury, especially when left open.
With the drive and finished off by Porter.
When he's going, KPJ is a deadly offensive player. Can beat you in so many ways, including off the bounce.
Outside Kuminga. Pass to post. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Trains the three-pointer.
Taurean Prince is doing it all. Damage from everywhere. Inside, outside, on the drive.
Here's Santos. Here's Kuminga. Here's Santos. This one for 3. Lets the 3 fly. Warriors the rebound. Here's Kuminga. Off the mark from 16 feet out. Bucks leading by 11. On the wing, Green. Portis kicks to Green. The Bucks working the ball around. Prince, that's for 2. The rebound by Post.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Maybe they can find a way to establish some rhythm in the next few possessions with the extra pass.
Into the lane. Both teams will make substitutions. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Prince's shot is good. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And I feel like another part of tonight's game has been the hustle points, getting up and down, getting second chances, getting transition opportunities. They've been fantastic in that area.
Lillard against Butler. 6 to shoot. The 3. Damian Lillard, and that's good. Lillard's got the lead up to 14 now for the Bucks.
And Lillard wasting no time getting 3 back.
Count it.
Say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Now, here's Lillard. 1:32 left here in the fourth quarter. From deep, Prince. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Milwaukee.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
And you know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Taurean Prince.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating. Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Here's Giannis. Great D that time from Green. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Curry outside. It's good from long range. Now, Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Payton.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
17 seconds left in the game. Here is Lillard. Puts up a deep 3. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
That is the truth. I mean, that's why they play the games. One guy gets hot, a team gets cold. That's all it takes to swing the entire outcome of a game.
So here's Portland's starting group. Matisse Thybulle out there with Henderson. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Avdia. And it's Kamare in at the 3. Kuzma for 3. Portland with a rebound.
We've seen him make that shot, but not all that often.
Well, that's the shot where if you make it, everything's fine. But if not, you're going to hear about it.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. How they'll go about defending DeAndre Ayton came up, and Coach told me once Ayton gets deep, it's too late. We need to find him early and not let him set up down low. Push him out to the line. That's a lot to be pushing around with Ayton being as big as they come, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Three-pointer. It's cleared by Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Trent. Lopez, the screen on Thybulle. Trent from long range. Buries it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Ayton with a screen. Avdia from outside. And out of bounds. The Bucks will take it. For Milwaukee, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Lillard. It's stolen by Henderson. On the break. Here's Thybulle. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, that's just poor transition defense. He's too good a shooter to leave open out there.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He's looking good. 2 buckets and 3 attempts.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Ayton, a screen on Antetokounmpo. From behind the arc. Kept alive. Outside Thybulle. Here's the 3. It's the trifecta. Thybulle's got 6.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Avdia pulls it in. Portland leading by 4. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. That's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last.
Trailblazers ball.
Ooh, poked away. Lopez with the steal. Trent from long range. Nails it from beyond the arc. Trent's got his second basket.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Offensive rebound. Outside Thybulle. Another 3 for Portland.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
Henderson against Lillard. This one for 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. Avdia against Kuzma. Fires the 3. Pass to Kamare. The 3 ball. Hits the three-pointer.
Fantastic decision-making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Portland leading by 7. From deep. Ayton, no good. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Pass to Lillard. On the wing, Kuzma. Back to Trent. The three is up. Now Kuzma. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Inside, Antetokounmpo with it. And the Bucks miss again.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Avdia from outside. Outside for Henderson. Got it off in time. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we've reached the end of the... And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Trailblazers.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Yeah, they've also had a great deal of second chance points tonight. Great job finding the offensive board and then converting on those extra tries.
Here are the five Portland has to start the second. We've got Delano Banton and Freddie Simons out there with Shaden Sharp. Then there's Klingon, and it's Grant in at the 4. Now here's Sharp. Grant right side. Clock at 6. To the inside. Another shot. And that one's long. The Bucks trail by 5. And you watch Donovan Klingon. He really benefited from that extra year in college, Grant.
Yeah, the development cycle can be a little longer for centers, B.A. He cleaned up a lot offensively and took his strength and conditioning to another level.
Here's Banton. Trailblazers keep it alive. For 3. Fires in the triple. Banton's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Oh, and that's a nice find by one of the youngest players in the league. Sharp with tremendous upside to his game.
Prince can't hit. Portland leading by 8. Simons outside. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Milwaukee, no good that time either. Portland has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. And here's Grant from the arc. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Timms, the pass to Green. Misses the 3. And it's Simons with the ball for the Trailblazers. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, Jeremy Grant averaged single digits in points the first 4 seasons of his career. But over the last 4 seasons, he's scoring over 20 a game. He said it all changed for him back in Detroit, adding, quote, "I grew as a player, being the #1 option and seeing different coverages. Now I'm reaping the benefits," unquote. Brian?
All right, Allie, thanks.
And wanting to elevate his playmaking skills, Porter Jr. continues to impress with his passing ability.
The Bucks trail by 6. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. For 3, Klingon. It's hauled in by Portis. The Bucks have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. The 3 from Prince. Out of bounds. It'll be Trailblazers ball. Portland leading by 3. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. There's Simons with a 3, and he's now 1 for 4 after that one. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly, Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle? Well, Portland's shooting an unimpressive 30% in this game so far. Here's Banton. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Bucks trail by 7. Here's Green. Oh, Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Well, Stan, he was a 5-time All-Star. Chauncey Billups, just 1 year as an assistant before becoming a head coach.
Yeah, but Brian, Chauncey Billups was a guy that even when he was a player and then as a broadcaster, always thought like a head coach.
Now here's Simons. Pass to Klingon. Here's Benton. Six on the shot clock. They set the screen. Shoots. And he knocks the jumper down. Benton's got 5.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Porter's shot is off. Trailblazers lead by 7. Grant, left side. From the corner. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds in the game. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The 3 from Prince. Portland with a rebound. Klingon's got rebound number 7 tonight. Batten on the wing. 5 points in the game. On the wing, Grant. And he lobs it up to the rim.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a 9-point. Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the 3rd quarter.
Fans, direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drums, please. They're measuring up the shot.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Matisse Thybulle with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
And defensively, they're giving him too many good looks out there. They need to start running him off the line.
Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks. Knocks down the long J. Simon's got 6.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
For 3, Klingon. Rebounded by Kuzma. Bucks trail by 7. Now Lillard misses the one-handed jam. Outside Sharp. They set the pick. 4-3. He buries it from 3. Sharp's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Lillard looking around. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so Grant will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. And it's Simons missing. Milwaukee is gone. Only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Kuzma, left side. Lopez, the screen on Simons. Lillard passes to Antetokounmpo. Simons with a steal. Grant the screen. 3-pointer. Drills it from deep. Simons has got 6 points in the quarter.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there, then continuing to press the advantage.
Pass to Klingon. The 3. Rebounded by Kuzma. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Antetokounmpo. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Yeah, the mid-range is not a go-to for Giannis, but he's always looking to expand his game.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
The Blazers have a lot to learn. Coach Chauncey Billups said, I owe it to these players to coach them. The only way I know to do that is with honesty. It's always coming from a good place. Once you know that, then you take it with love. I lead with love. I don't lead with fear. Brian?
That's a Hall of Fame mentality, Allie. He's been in their shoes. Over to the left wing. Lopez finds Kuzma. Trent from long range. It's rebounded by Grant. Portland leading by 13. And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
And here's Simons outside. The rebound by the Bucks. Kuzma outside. Pass to Lopez. And the deficit down inside single digits. Lopez has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
What's incredible, he doesn't need much space to let it fly. Lillard's shooting touch does wonders for his team's spacing.
Three-pointer Sharp. Gets the 3 ball to go. Sharp's got 6 in the quarter.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope. Oh! Wow!
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Avdia, screen on Lillard. Down low. Fade away. Avdia outside. Let's go with a 3. Drains the triple. Avdia's got his second bucket of the night. Anthony Simons has been leading the charge for the Portland Trail Blazers. 8 points in the quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. We've got Avdia, Matisse Thybulle out there with Henderson. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Kamare in at the small forward position.
And he's got such great hands. Ayton corrals rebounds and doesn't lose his touch on follow-ups. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Kamare. Over Green. Kamare, no good. It's stolen. Fires from way outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Portis has got 5 rebounds in the game. The 3 from Prince. Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got 9 rebounds now. Avdia from outside. Porter pulls it in. The Bucks trail by 11. To the paint. Launches a 3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates. And it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
Avdia outside. Another three for Portland.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Pass to Green. Back to Porter. Portis outside. Off target from three-point range. And it's Henderson with the ball for Portland. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Avdia can't get it to go. Bucks trail by 14. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Outside Porter. The fadeaway. Thybulle with the board.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 6 rebounds in the game. The three from Prince. And again, it's the Bucks missing.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Milwaukee shooting 37% from the floor at this point. Green, the pass to Porter. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Trailblazers lead by 14. Here's Kamare. Fades away. No good that time. Portis against Thybulle. He shoots it. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Pass to Aiden. Hey, from beyond the arc. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Porter, the pass to Green. They get back on track. Lets the three fly. Thybulle with the board. The Trailblazers shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Trailblazers.
You know, we talk about this often. Second chance points can be the difference between winning and losing.
Yeah, they hit the offensive glass with a purpose and made the most of those extra touches.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for DeAndre Ayton.
He played big all night, relentless on the glass, just helping his team in the possession battle.
Henderson scanning the floor. 6 to shoot. From outside, off the mark. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Porter from outside. And Ayton pulls it down. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
So it's the Trailblazers winning this one easily.
Should be a lot of great ball movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Ayton. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Scoot Henderson. Then it's Denny Avdia, and it's Kamare in at the 3, the small forward.
Understanding where he needs to be, Curry way out ahead that time.
Avdia with a screen for Henderson. Three-pointer connects from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I caught up with Coach Steve Kerr, and we talked about the matchup against Scoot Henderson. He told me Scoot is an extremely talented player. He's already somebody you have to game plan for with his scoring and playmaking. This is a guy with superstar potential. And Coach has a lot of respect for the skilled youngster. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now, here's Thibault after the miss from Stephen Curry. Should we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
And here are the Trailblazers now, following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. Here's Kamare, guarded by Curry. Pass to Ayton. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
And the dime going to Ayton, expanding the passing part of his game.
Left side, Butler. Now here's Curry. Butler, a screen on Henderson. And here is Curry. To the right side. Shot clock at 3. Ayton from outside. Henderson pulls it in. Portland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Offensive rebound. Ayton kicks to Henderson. And it's Thibault in the corner. Henderson with a screen on Butler. Thibault for 3. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Outside for Curry. Here's Butler. And he drops in the way up off the glass.
Not many guys with Butler's build have his skill set inside.
Outside, Avdia. Pass to Ayton. Curry against Henderson. For 3. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Now Henderson, following the miss by Denny Avdia from deep. Outside, Green. Green with a screen for Curry. A miss that time would have put him up.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Henderson. Here's Kamare. Scoreless thus far. 6 on the shot clock. Kept alive. Out to Henderson. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Now, part of Henderson's game that's improving. Nice to see him build some confidence from behind the line.
Curry passes to Butler. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Butler's got his second bucket of the game to go. Now Henderson. He has 6. Jacks up a 3. The Warriors pull it in. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. No one near Curry as he lets it go. And another three for Golden State.
Even a half-court shot is a good shot for Curry. That's how good of a shooter he is.
Avdia against Green. Here's Kamara. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Good if it goes. Buried. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And a chance here to just double-check the ruling on the floor. I wasn't sure if he got it off.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Warriors ahead, ending the first quarter on a 14-3 run. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Hield is out there with Moody. Then it's Kuminga, and it's Santos in at the small forward position. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. Right side, Simon. Jackson Davis is checked in for the Warriors.
First team foul. Coming out of the floor for your Warriors.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter.
Jackson Davis.
Shot clock at 6. And Simon's wide open. He'll fire. No good on the triple. And here's Kuminga. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Trailing by 2. And Richard, you just get the feeling that Jonathan Kuminga is finally starting to hit his stride, don't you?
It is all about opportunity in this league, Kevin. With more playing time and scoring chances, Kuminga has really blossomed, and he is not done getting better.
Golden State's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Here's Jackson Davis. Simons against Hield. The 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Hield's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And that's what Hield is paid to do, stretch the floor for this offense.
Here's Banton, defended by Moody. Golden State's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Three-pointer, Hield. A rebound by Simons. Portland trailing here. Pass to Klingon. Drills it from outside. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Back to Kuminga. There's the pick. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Warriors lead by 1. Klingon, the screen for Simons. Here's the lob to the hoop. It's stolen by Hield. And it's the Warriors on the break. And the slam by Moody.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Grant for 3. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
Jackson Davis with the bounce pass. Fires for 3. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
man. That was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
A nice shot by Moody.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
No good from Grant.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Moody's shot is off. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Grant. No good from outside.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Screen by Grant. Manton, the pass to Simons. Lets it go from deep. He can't get that one to fall. The shot misses. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Curry has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
Here's who Chauncey Billups will start the second half with. They've got Denny Avdia. Anderson out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Ayton. And it's Kamare in at the 3 spot. Curry outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
In the corner, Henderson with it. Here's Ayton. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play. But I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good, and now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. Green finds Curry. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Shot to stop the run. They kick it out to Green. Butler a screen on Avdia. Curry outside. Wow! Curry automatic from deep.
Knocked down from the corner. That's just a walk in the park for Curry.
Portland's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bill.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Avdia gets the bucket.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Curry kicks it to Looney. Over Henderson. The shot by Looney, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Avdia. They grab their own miss. Pass to Kamare. Avdia, a screen on Green. Kamare misses. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. A 2-point game. Outside Butler from downtown. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Butler's got 8 points.
Shot IQ has always been a strength for Butler. He's not one to force up a bad shot.
Avdia. Ayton, the pass to Henderson. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Curry. Beyond the arc. The Warriors keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. From the arc. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also that they continue to take advantage on the offensive glass. Those extra possessions paying off in second chance points.
Clock is at 3. Thibault kicks to Henderson. And Looney sends it back. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor for the Trailblazers.
Substitution on the court.
Warriors leading by 4. Pass to Moody. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Pulls it up. Right wing. Here's post. And again, it's the Warriors missing. For Portland, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Here's Sharp. Portland again missing. 3 on 3. Three-pointer, Hield hits it from three-point range. Hield's got the lead up to 7 now for the Warriors. Grant goes in. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Trailblazers trail by 7. So with Butler sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Moody is out there with Hield. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Post in at the 5 spot. Outside, Simons. It goes straight through with the switch. Simons has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Portland. Now, here's Moody. He's guarded closely. And he hits the jump shot. And the Warriors lead by 7. And for Portland, they're shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Wide open look here for Klingon. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
A stop or two in the next minute or so, and they could even this game up. Great job to keep battling.
Hield with the bucket.
You should be looking for Hield. What a great pass.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Simons with the ball. Kuminga picks him up. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Grant. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Portland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Grant against Kuminga. Puts up a 3. Grant, that's good.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Some nice passing by Golden State. Now, here's Moody. Not a lot of room. Hield outside. Shot clock at 5. Hield with a screen on Sharp. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Grant. Back to Sharp. Now Klingon. Misses the three. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Moody the pass to Kuminga. Here's Post. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And the Warriors lead by 7. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Klingon. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And love the poise from the rookie big man Klingon. He embraces moments like these.
They set the screen. Kuminga dishes to Heel. Pass to Post. Here's Santos. Defended by Sharp. That's a 2 from Heel. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 9 rebounds now tonight. No good from Grant.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Here's Santos. Defended by Sharp. Santos, the pass to Moody. Another shot. No good that time. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Post. Shoots the three. And Klingon pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Moody with it, and Simons picks him up defensively. Three-pointer, Heel sinks the triple.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Grant, that's good.
And this team counts on Grant in those big moments, and you can see why, given the results.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's Santos. The offensive rebound. Now, here's Moody. The second chance effort. And Klingon pulls it down. Here's Banton. Off on that one. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Thanks so much, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
teams have in common, they are great at rebounding the basketball.
Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez, Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards, and it's Kuzma in at the 3. Milwaukee with the ball. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Here's Lillard. Warriors with the rebound. And here's Butler outside. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Butler stroking it nicely. Good touch from outside the arc.
Lillard against Curry. Now here's Lillard. Tight defense on him. 5 on the clock. It's good from about 19 feet.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
The Grab, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. No good with the triple. Pass to Green. Oh, got a piece of it. Now Curry. And here's Payton. Curry passes to Payton. And there's the screen over Trent. Outside, Green. And the 3 off target.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And keeping us updated from the sidelines, Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Lillard. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Gotta like that attacking mindset of Lillard. I mean, very confident in his ability to score and finish inside.
The 3 from Curry. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. And here they come. Curry from deep three-point land. They get it again. Pass to Green. Fires for 3. Counted from distance.
You've got to respect Green at the arc. If he gets open out there, he can make you pay.
Hey, yo, right here.
Here's Lillard. Here's Lopez. Kuzma outside. To the wing, right side. Curry with it. He's picked up by Lillard. In transition, here come the Warriors. Off target with the 3. Bucks trail by 4. Pass to Kuzma. Back to Trent. Lopez, the screen. Puts it up. And the basket by Trent. Trent's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort, he gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
Puts the move on, and Lillard lays it up and in. 6 points for him.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Lillard looking around. Puts up a 3. Warriors with the rebound. And here's Butler outside. Rebounded by Kuzma. Bucks trail by 3. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And that one's good. Lillard.
Tell you what, doesn't matter whether he's on the move or standing still. Leonard is a flat-out laser shooter.
And here comes the break. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Stephen Curry getting it done for the Warriors. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen here from the Warriors, what's your take so far?
Simply put, they look totally fearless on the defensive end.
Well, you know, the defense, guys, is just disruptive, active, and energetic, and you can't afford to be loose with the ball against these guys.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Green out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then there's Prince. And it's Sims in at the 5 spot. Here's Santos. Outside Hield. Over Porter. And it's Hield missing.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And that one's good. Green.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Pass to Santos. Hield for 3. Sinks the tray. Hield's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
There's the quick hands from Hield. Saw the defender closing in, then pulled the trigger.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard. We said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. B.A.?
That's a good perspective, Ali. Thanks. And then Porter with the dunk.
A natural scorer, Porter Jr. is superb at being able to play through contact and still finish the shot.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. That's good from Porter. Well, despite the effort to create super teams, the league has a lot of parity right now, Graham.
It really does, and I like it. It's not quite like the 80s Celtics and Lakers or the 90s Bulls, partly because of the salary cap. It's so hard to pay more than 2, maybe 3 stars at a time.
Milwaukee shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Pajimski's checked in for Hield. Porter looks it over. The 3 is up. Knocks it down from distance. Porter's got 6.
The more Porter Jr. hits this, the more driving lanes will appear for him.
Will it go? Into the lane. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Porter finds Prince. Shot clock at 6. Off the mark there with a 3. Warriors trail by 4. Well, Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute. For Porter Jr., I think it's about shot selection, taking smart shots, including when he's in close.
Kuminga's shot is off. The Bucks leading by 3. Pass to Prince. Takes the 3. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Yeah, you know, Prince is always doing a nice job working to get open, and that's the reward you get for staying active, keeping yourself moving, an open look on the jump shot there.
In transition, here come the Bucks. Portis the screen. There's the triple. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Prince. Portis the screen. Tries it from the top of the key. To the wing on the left. Here's Sims. He's watched by Kuminga. Tries yet again. Prince can't hit.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
On the wing, Porter. Defended by Pajimski. Green in the post. Portis, the pass to Prince. Outside for Green. Launches it. The Warriors pull it in. 50 seconds left to play in the half. Kuminga's shot is off. The Bucks leading by 3. The 3 from Prince. That shot, no good. Outside Pajemski. Here's Santos. Green covering. No good. That would have tied it. For Milwaukee, they've gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Knocked loose. Outside Moody. Pass to Santos. Outside Moody. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here's Green from the arc. Oh, it goes! He got it off in time!
How about that one at the buzzer? Continuing their momentum going into the break. He tacks on 3 more.
Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Wow, Damian Lillard really having a great game.
They've leaned on him to provide a lot of offense, and that's how he likes it. And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Down low, it's Draymond and Looney. Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry, and it's Butler in at the 3. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Lillard passes to Lopez. Lets it go from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Trent for 3. Yes! Great play by Lillard to set it up. Trent's got 8 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him. A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Takes a step back. Antetokounmpo outside. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength, plus excellent agility.
And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, B.A., I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
Trent from long range. The rebound by Payton. Warriors trail by 4. From deep. The shot off that time.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Trent on the wing. Inside, clock at 6, and stolen by Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Warriors. Here's Looney, the kick out, Curry. Launches a 3. That won't go either for Curry.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
3-pointer. Rebounded by Lopez. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Bucks. They lead by 4. And the basket by Trent.
Giannis' teammates know he's selfless. He's going to get the ball to the open guy, and it's on you to find your shot.
Butler's got space. It's Milwaukee with a rebound.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. Antetokounmpo. 4-3. The offensive rebound. The three is up. And Trent the bucket on the assist from Antetokounmpo. And now it's a 10-point Milwaukee lead. And a deep three from Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Trent with it. Payton covering. To the paint. Out to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Kuzma outside. Fires at the elbow. It's rebounded by Golden State. Looney's got his 5th rebound in this one. Out of bounds. It'll be Bucks ball. And it's a completely new group here for the Warriors. The Bucks leading by 10. Lillard passes to Trent. Now Antetokounmpo. The three is up. And Gary Trent Jr. hits from deep. Trent's got 12 points here in the second half.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And the Bucks going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
Hield against Porter. Pass to Prince. 6 to shoot. The three ball. The rebound by Post.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Outside Moody. Kuminga with a screen on Prince. And the Warriors miss again. They push it up 4 on 3. The three. The putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Outside Hield. Oh, it's good! Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness. That's how...
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Milwaukee out in front. They lead by 12. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So on the floor for Milwaukee, they've got Prince. Green out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Sims in at the 5, down low. Milwaukee leading by 15. Porter from outside. And again, it's Milwaukee from deep.
Sneaking out to the corner, Porter Jr. He's somebody you cannot afford to lose track of.
Bucks foul. Green. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Santos. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Out to the right wing. Pass to Prince. All sorts of time. Again, Milwaukee!
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And here's Kuminga for 3. The rebound by Sims. Sims has got 5 rebounds in the game. Now here's Porter. From downtown. Here's Prince. Pass to Portis. Back to Prince. Shot clock at 3. Off target with the 3. Warriors trail by 20. Here's Santos. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. And so Prince will bring it up for Milwaukee. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Sims, the pass to Porter. The three from Prince. Warriors with the rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Here's Santos. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Lopez, he's checked in for Sims. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Portis. Trent, he's checked in for Green. And Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr.
Lillard's passing game, a thing of beauty. Got that ball to a guy who had a quality look and got it to him on time.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Lillard into the lane. Pass to Lopez. Oh, stolen by Payton. Here's Santos. Left side, Payton. Outside, Curry. Over Trent. Curry, no good.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Green for three. Green able to hit from three.
Knows his strengths well and plays within his game. Green will rarely force a bad shot.
Trent for three. Santos pulls it in. Warriors trail by 15. It's stolen by Trent. Pass to Lopez. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. Lillard outside. Back to Trent. Here's Prince. He's covered by Curry. Trent with room to shoot. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Bucks.
They made the most of the extra rebounds tonight. Helped them out a lot.
You know, when you look at these teams, they're both great rebounding clubs. And any night, either one could have the advantage on the boards.
And what a huge performance it was for Gary Trent Jr.
And I love his composure. He didn't try to do too much or force things, but he was ready to take advantage of every opening the defense gave him.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Butler comes in for Santos. Pass to Lillard. Lopez in the post. Green covering. And Lillard gets it to go.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Here's Looney. Outside for Green. Fires the three. On target from range. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lillard against Curry. Lets it go from deep. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Outside Butler. Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc. 15 seconds left to play in the fourth. Trent with it. Takes a three. Gets the three to fall.
Trent Jr. Free ball.
So this one belongs to the Bucks. They have to. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
One has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. Avdia can't hit.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
It's Kuzma penetrating. And that one, good.
Kuzma using his athleticism and finishing on the drive.
And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Here's Avdia. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
First personal foul.
It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Brent, with Avdia, there's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team.
Kuzma with it. Now Avdia defending. The second effort. Tries again. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
And the basket by Kamare.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Kuzma. And the layup's good off the glass.
Kuzma with a little bully ball of his own here.
Portland is gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Chauncey Billups and I got a chance to talk for a bit, and as you would expect, their focus on defense is Damian Lillard. He said Lillard's smart. He's seen every defensive look there is, so we can't get fancy. Our main thing is to be ready with help defenders inside. We can't allow him penetration. We're hoping to limit the damage he can do at the rim. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Kamare misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Williams finds Sharp. Here's Avdia. Out to Henderson. Williams sets a screen for Henderson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Back in the late 80s and early 90s, Brent, the Blazers had a real chance to win some titles.
Oh, man, they ran into some great teams, too, Kevin. The Bad Boy Pistons and then the Bulls, obviously, with Michael Jordan. Winning a title in those days took something special, and the Blazers were right there.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And Sharp, just a wing player, showing that verticality he has, getting high above the rim that time.
The shot's good from Kuzma. Kuzma's got 8 points.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Puts up a deep 3. Avdia can't hit. Bucks have gone 50% from the field at this point, 4 of 8.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
Avdia can't hit. Milwaukee in the lead. Lopez passes to Kuzma. Here he goes. Williams with the block. Avdia with it, and it's Trent picking him up. There's the triple. Avdia gets the bucket. He has 5.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now here's Kuzma. Guarded closely. Pass to Giannis. Puts it up from 12. He can't get it to go. Avdia with a defensive effort. Portland has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Williams. Here's Kamara. The tray. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 2. Stolen by Avdia. And now Portland on the break. Here's Kamara. Defended by Trent. Avdia gets the bucket.
This is what he does. Find space on the perimeter and then sink the 3.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's good.
And a soft touch from Kyle.
Portland leading by 3. And stolen by Kuzma. Over in the corner, Lillard. Kuzma against Henderson. And now Portland on the break. Outside, Avdia. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And really, he came into the game with that long-range shot looking great. Boy, he can wind up with a crazy number of threes today.
A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Blazers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
I love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Trent's out there with Porter. And it's Green. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Sims in at the 5, roaming the paint. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
Yeah, you follow this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. Pass to Grant, and there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
And when you're a knockdown shooter like you were, with the kind of athleticism that Anthony Simons possesses, Brent, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah, no doubt, Anthony, one of those guys really tough to stop. You got to pick your poison with him. That quickness and his ability to get to the rim, though, that can impact what they do offensively.
Outside, Simons. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bucks trail by 7. Green inside the three-point line. Portis kicks to Prince. Launches it. Portland grabs the miss. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Rupert. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Rupert's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. Porter outside. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
That's a 2 from Simons. They get it back. From deep, Walker. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. For Milwaukee, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Trailblazers leading by 7. Outside, Simon. And the 3 off target.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Sims the pass to Porter. Leans from outside. Sims kicks to Portis. Bucks passing it around.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Porter outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Porter's got 6. Greg, what a great time to be a fan of basketball. Not just in the NBA, but all over the world.
Absolutely, Kevin. The sport just continues to grow, and there's increased value being placed on all-around skill, even in youth basketball. And I think that bodes well for the future of the game.
Here's Green. Can't get it to fall.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Here's Ayton. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Bucks trail by 4. Sims the pass to Porter. To the middle. And stolen by Simon. And here's the fast break. Here's Ayton. Pass to Walker. It's stolen by Green. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Here's Rupert to stop the drought. Porter pulls it in. Green left side. Here's the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Shot's good by Walker.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Porter with it. He's got 6. The layup off target. Outside, Simon. The three-pointer, no good. Prince outside. Off target from outside. Simons surveying the D. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Deni Avdija.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
The guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Williams is out there with Avdija. And it's Kamare in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Kuzma. And we know Kuzma's always been a terrific scorer. But Greg, he's developed as a passer over time.
And Kevin, early in his career, Kuzma wasn't called on to be a leader. But he's grown into that role, and he puts effort into orchestrating for his teammates.
Sharp with it. Outguarded by Giannis. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking to the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report.
And Kuzma, one of those forwards that can kind of go between. Plays the 4 or the small forward. And that's impressive versatility from this young player.
Avdija gets the bucket.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
The shot's good from Kuzma.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Outside, Avdija. Pass to Williams. With the fadeaway. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And the Trailblazers lead by 7. Lillard outside. Loads it up for Giannis. Stolen by Avdia. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Kuzma. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Puts it up from 17. Kuzma can't get it to go. Portland leading by 7. Henderson with it. And it's Trent picking him up. Henderson dishes to Avdia. From past the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. Trent, for about a decade, the Bucks have virtually been a lock for the playoffs.
Yeah, you think about Giannis being drafted in 2013, and absolutely nobody saw what was coming with him. He missed the playoffs in his first and his third year, and then all of a sudden, Giannis fully arrived. He's developed into a star, not just a star, but a superstar. And these guys have been contenders ever since.
Henderson for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Henderson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Antetokounmpo. Avdia with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
1:43 left in the third. Williams kicks to Henderson. From outside, off the mark. Bucks trail by 10. Kuzma, right side, out to the right wing. Lillard against Henderson. Giannis rips it down.
Oh, Damian Lillard, he's got that score-first mindset, but very encouraging to see how he's trying to set up his teammates as a playmaker right here.
Henderson against Lillard. Pass to Kamare. Fires from deep. Lillard with the rebound. And so Lillard will bring it up for Milwaukee. 8-point game. The Trailblazers shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Got that bucket in no time at all. Williams has got 6. 43 seconds left to play in the third. Lillard with no one around. No good on the 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Williams, a screen on Trent. Outside, Avdia. Lets it go with the 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Avdia's got the lead up to 13 now for Portland. Lillard with the bucket.
And Lillard refusing to be denied.
Here's Kamare. Henderson outside. Gets it off. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. The post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Kuzma in at the 3 spot.
First team foul.
There's Giannis taking flight.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Simons against Lillard. Oh, Ayton in position. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
And Lillard kicks to Antetokounmpo. From outside the arc. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Shoots it. It's deflected.
And how about Kuzma, the defensive energy he showed to get to that block.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Simons from outside. Nailed from three-point land. And the Trailblazers lead by 17. And here's Trent outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Trent's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Takes the 3. Portland grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Walker with a clean look. Ayton kicks to Simons. For the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. Simons has got 9 points now in just the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the 3-point.
And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
The 3-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
You want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Lopez, a screen on Walker. Such a wide open look. Giannis has got 4 points this quarter.
Giannis finding the mid-range J, and he can score over the top.
Lillard against Simons. Ayton sets the pick for Simons.
2 minutes.
Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lillard from outside. And the 3 ball is good.
Great shot from Lillard. He loves finding space around that perimeter so he can just fire.
Portland leading by 13. Simons on the wing. Covered by Lillard. Simons the pass to Walker. The 3 ball. A rebound by the Bucks. Here's Giannis. And Giannis Antetokounmpo throws it down hard.
I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
3-pointer, Simons. Traps in the tray. And the Trailblazers lead by 14.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Giannis grabs the miss.
And once he had to change his shot in the face of the D, you just had a feeling that one wasn't going to fall. And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Portland.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Denny Avdia.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
On offense, here are the Bucks. Down by 12. Here is Lillard. There's 10 seconds left in the 4th. 4 on the clock. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. Some good competition, but the hometown...
afraid to slow the pace of the game.
Well, B.A., it's because they're both adept at operating their half-court sets. They don't feel the need to push the tempo all the time.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Gary Payton II is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Butler in at the 3, the small forward. Avdia outside. From the arc. Offensive board. Fades. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Curry against Henderson. For 3. Outside Payton. And so the ball out of bounds. Ayton touched it last. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Chauncey Billups. I asked him about Jimmy Butler and what his defensive scheme is for him, and Coach said to not let him bully us from the interior and mid-range. We want to push him as far out as possible. We have to play tough. Let's see if they're able to accomplish this, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Kamari, that's good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Yep, count it.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
And here are the Warriors now, following the bucket by the Blazers. Back to Curry. Shot clock at 5. Payton with a screen on Avdia. The 3 from Curry. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
They get it back. Outside for Henderson. Here's the 3. Hits the trifecta.
Oh, good 3-ball by Henderson. Now, this is the part of his game that he wants to keep developing.
Butler passes to Curry. Fires the 3. Thibault with the board. Portland has gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. Pass to Avdia. From behind the arc. Misses another. Just 1 of 4 from the floor.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Butler passes to Curry. Lets it fly. And again, no good by Golden State.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selection. You have to be set up for success.
2 minutes remaining in the
Warriors trail by 6. And here's Green from the arc. He can't get it to go. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. To the left side wing. Henderson for 3. Rebounded by Butler. Golden State has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. On the wing, Curry, defended by Avdia. Outside Curry. They get the rebound. Outside, Green. Butler finds Green. They still need this. And a great assist by Butler as that one goes.
One of the primary ways Green helps this offense, operating as a stretch big.
And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul of the game. Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Knocks it loose. Henderson against Curry. Lets it fly. Connects. The jumper drops. Henderson's got 5 points.
And just slippery with the ball in his hands. Henderson will dissect you off the dribble.
Pass to Looney. Curry with it. Back to Looney.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
These are his first free throws of the game. First one falls for him. And when you talk about this Portland team, Stan, they're young and talented. They have some nice pieces going forward.
Yeah, and Brian, it starts with Scoot Henderson and Anthony Simons in that backcourt, but Shaedon Sharpe, when healthy, they've got some good pieces to build around.
Warriors trail by 3. On the attack, Green. Here's Butler. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Butler's gotten his second bucket.
Unselfish offense leads to Butler getting something in rhythm.
Here's Henderson. Pass to Thibault. Fires from deep. Drills it from deep.
That's a fantastic feed right there. Kicking it out for the good look. Plays like this really help team chemistry.
Well, offense is the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by 4. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Trailblazers.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And I just love playing on teams like this, passing teams. You can tell they really like playing with each other, and hopefully they keep this up.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. They've got Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody out there with Buddy Hield, and it's Post in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, Coach Steve Kerr said of Jonathan Kuminga, we were trying really for a long time to get him to attack, get the ball in the paint and dunk it because he's unstoppable there. You just don't know when something's going to click, but it has clicked, and it's beautiful to see.
He has certainly found his lane, Allie. Thank you. And here's Kuminga for 3. Banton pulls it in. Trailblazers lead by 4. This one for 3. Here's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Gets the 3 ball to go. Banton's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
The Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. And it's Reith missing.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Santos. Lets the 3 fly. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Portland has gone just 1 of 5 so far this quarter from 3. And it's Reith missing. Warriors trail by 7. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And the 3-pointer goes. Well, Stan, every franchise has their guy. What kind of things do you want your franchise player to exhibit?
Well, Brian, here's what people have to understand. The culture of your team is determined by your best player. If you want a hardworking, unselfish, competitive team, that best player, that franchise guy, has to embody those things.
Simons outside. Pass to Klingon. The 3. Another 3 for Portland.
First, Klingon screens the defender out of the play and then capitalizes.
Here's Kuminga. There's a screen. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Post shot, no good. Portland leading by 7. For 3, Klingon. The rebound by Post.
You know, I have to admire a guy like Anthony Simons. Early in his career, he was seen as undersized, but with his skill and pure athleticism, he balances the scales against bigger players, and he's become a ferocious scorer.
Reith. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Out to the wing. Let's go with a 3. And the Warriors miss again. And so Grant will bring it up for the Trailblazers. 7-point game, biggest lead so far.
You know, depending on where Jeremy Grant's been, he's filled a lot of different roles. He's been asked to be the alpha or the second option or even a role player. But whatever it is, he's always willing to do whatever it takes to help the team.
Simons outside. Jacks up a three. Offensive board. Pass to Reith. There's the triple. Nails it from three. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
Yeah, Klingon is a smart player with underrated passing skills, not just a big body out there.
They get it again. Outside Moody to win the run. Oh, serious gut check points from Moody.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Snatched up. Warriors trail by 9. Pass to Santos. There's the three. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
More than just a score. Hield moves the ball well, especially when his guys are open.
Portland shooting their second and third shots at the line here. The first one falls. Grant, there have been so many great players that have gone through Portland over the years.
Yeah, it's hard to believe it's almost 50 years since their last title. It's a great city with a great fan base. And for their sake, I hope their second title comes soon.
No good from outside. Trailblazers lead by 8. Pass to Simons. Takes the three. Here's Benton. Here's Reith. He's watched by Kuminga. Fires for three. And it's Reith missing. Hield on the wing. From outside the arc. Hits a three-pointer. Hield's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And here's Grant from the arc. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Trailblazers. They lead by 5. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Warriors trail by 5. Avdia out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Scoot Henderson. Then it's Matisse Thybulle. And it's Kamare in at the 3. That's the group starting the second half for Chauncey Billups. Henderson for 3. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got 5 rebounds in the game. The kick out, Curry. There's a screen. Pass to Jackson Davis. Now here's Butler. Now Payton. For the lead. Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in the game. Henderson for 3. Drops in the 3. Henderson's got 8 points.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
The 3 from Curry. Avdia pulls it in.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Well, when you look at the forwards in this league, there are a lot more Grant Hill types out there these days, partner.
Well, thank you for the nice words, B.A. Of course, I took pride in my overall game. And over the last few decades or so, we've seen a bunch of guys playing the 3, 4, and 5 who can pass, dribble, and shoot. So it's fun to watch the game evolve.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
Second team foul.
Trailblazers lead by 6. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And Ayton gets it to go. Warriors trail by 9. And here's Curry for 3. That one is off.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Ayton with a screen. Avdia from outside. The Warriors pull it in. Curry with it. Henderson picks him up. They need this. Curry, no good.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
It's Curry all the way.
Opportunistic steal by Butler. I mean, his fast hands get him the rock, and he starts a break.
Now well into his 30s. Is it fair to start wondering how many seasons Jimmy Butler has left, Grant?
Well, it's a fair question, B.A. But at the same time, Jimmy's hunger is just so different than everybody else's, which I could see helping prolong his career.
A line change here for Portland. Again, the miss by Portland. Warriors trail by 6. Right side Moody. Simons against Hield. Beyond the arc. They get it back. And here's Kuminga for 3. Knocks down the triple. Kuminga's got 6 points.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
There's a minute 47 left in the third quarter. Here's Reith. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. He has 7.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Trailblazers lead by 4. There's a screen. Here's Klingon. It's rebounded by Golden State. Hield from outside. No good. The Trailblazers have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Warriors trail by 4. Three-pointer. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Grant outside. Puts up a 3. Kuminga pulls it in. Well, the Warriors shooting about 31% here in quarter number 3. Here's Santos. Outside Hield. Moody from outside. Oh, Moody deadly from there.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy, but a rally like this is how you do it.
Here's Hield. Down low. For the lead. Simons with a rebound.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And here's Grant from the arc, and it's good.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
The third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not. In 3 quarters of play, and a close one here. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for the Warriors. Buddy Hield is out there with Moody. Then there's Kevon Looney. Then it's Kuminga. And it's Santos in at the small forward position. Looney passes to Kuminga. Looney the screen. There's the triple. Portland with a rebound. Klingon's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. From the arc. Batten can't get it to go. Warriors trail by 4. Hield for 3. They got the rebound. Looney, a screen on Simons. Hield passes to Moody. Clock at 4. Hield with the ball. Now guarded by Simons. Second chance effort. And the basket by Hield.
And I like whenever Hield attacks inside like this, exploiting the defense when they give him these chances.
On the wing, Simons. Moody defends. For three, Klingon. It's rebounded by Golden State. Moody on the wing. To take the lead. Banton pulls it in. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. There's Simons with a three. Pass to Klingon. Takes a three. The Warriors pull it in. Looney's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Santos. Three-pointer. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got 11 rebounds in the game. Simons outside. Takes the three. Connects from downtown.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Warriors trail by 5. And here's Kuminga for three. He drops it from range.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And that three-pointer is big. Cancels out the triple at the other end and helps stretch out their lead.
Outside Hield. Moody from outside. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside Hield. Counted from distance. Hield's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And Hield's judgment in these spots is impressive. Understanding what kind of shot to take in big-time moments.
Here's Benton, guarded by Hield. And passes to Graham. Back to Benton. Here's Klingon. And the Blazers getting another bucket right there.
What an important move for Klingon.
Hield from outside. Outside Moody. There's the three. And Klingon pulls it down. Klingon's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. There's Simons with a three. Lets the three fly. Knocks down the long J. And now a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
It took him a bit to get going, but he's really got that three working now.
And it's Hield missing.
At this point, I'm not sure if it's the play calling or the player himself.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Moses Moody. That's his first foul. So Portland ends up going with a new group. Now Henderson lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Green.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts right now.
And again, no good by Golden State. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Drew the contact from long range, and he almost got the hoop to fall. Instead, he'll shoot three at the line.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
And no good on the third free throw. So he ends up 2 for 3.
Would have been nice to drain them all, but he did enough to put this one in the bag.
And it's Gary Payton II with a foul. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Curry finds Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
Fires away from way outside. The shot won't fall. So it's Portland picking up the win.